Greetings, my V family all over the world. This is your chief here in Bern, Switzerland. All right, it has been a crazy few days. Landed in London. All right, met up with the great ones, Japadas Bismarck, Dato Sri Vijay Ishwaran, the V partners, the AVPs, the V council. Spent 4-5 days there. Watch Manchester City win 5-0, baby. Got on a flight without any sleep, all right? Flew to Zurich with J.R. Meyer, my brother. Drove from Zurich all the way to Bern. Did shooting on the streets of Bern. Tomorrow going to Biel, to the CME headquarters and museum to do tons of videos to bring to you guys the fact that we have some of the most amazing Swiss-made watches in the history of the industry of network marketing, all right? It's just been crazy. Then I go to Dubai, tons of meetings, then go back to Malaysia, all right? Rock and roll. Guys, I realized today the words of Dato Sri Vijay, all right? When you love what you do, you will never work ever again. And this is one thing I realized today, that I love what I do. I love being a downline of Japa and Dato Sri Vijay. I love being your upline. I love, traveling the world and trying my best to share and inspire and motivate and raise the bar higher and do whatever it takes, guys. And while I was in London, I got to spend a lot of time with Dato Sri Vijay. I got to spend a lot of time with all the leaders, sat down with the V partners, Adli was there, David, Sati, Dave Joel, Sharfun, Dave Wadwani, Kuna. And we spent a lot of time talking. And I realized one thing, that as much as we try to define this business, as much as we try to define network marketing, it's something that is difficult and almost impossible to define. And over those days in London, listening to Dato Sri Vijay speak, spending time with all the leaders from all over the world, I realized that the one fact that you cannot deny on your journey, whether you are a new person, whether you have been building for some time, listen very carefully. This business is about people. This business is about, human beings, not robots. This business is not predictable. This business has ups and downs, and your tenacity, your ability to survive the good days and the bad days will define you as a networker, as a leader. And I was talking to Brijesh Group at the hotel, and I was defining what leadership is. But today, let me tell you what it means. What does it mean that this is a people business? I'm going to tell you some rules and some realizations that I had being in London, spending time with Dato Sri Vijay. And I want you guys to listen very carefully, because if you actually understand what I'm saying on my Wednesday message, then your journey moving forward will be beautiful. There will be no frustration. All right? Now, the first thing I realized when I started this business, and the great lesson I learned, is that nobody will meet your expectation. Nobody. It is almost a given. And for you to be frustrated when people don't meet your expectation, whether it's your downlines or your uplines, your family signing up or not signing up, all right? The performance of your downlines, okay, your whatever, people will not meet your expectation. And the biggest mistake you can make is to allow that to frustrate you, to allow that to kill your mojo, to distract you and cause you to go into some mental state of confusion. No, people will be who they are supposed to be. You can only control one person. Is that person you see in the mirror. All right? The question you should ask yourself every single day, the question I ask myself every single day, am I meeting Pathman's expectation? Are you meeting your own expectation of who you're supposed to be on this journey? That's the fundamental question. That is the only question, ultimately, for you to answer. So the first realization I realized, was that people will not meet your expectation. But it's okay. Welcome to life. Welcome to network marketing. Just don't allow it to get to you. Don't allow it to distract you. Don't allow it to frustrate you. You keep going, because if you are distracted by the people who don't meet your expectation, you will continue being distracted on this whole journey of network marketing. People have their own problems, guys. Whether you like it or not everyone is going to jump up in the morning and say, I want to max out. There's some people who will jump up, I want to max. Oh, I'm tired. I'm frustrated. I'm not seeing results. It's okay. Just be there for them. But don't try to live their life for them. That's their journey, not yours. All right? The only thing you can do is equip them with enough knowledge, facts, tools, realization, growth, lessons that you learn that you can share but not teach. All right? You can, my mother always said, God bless her soul, you can take the horse to water, you can take 100 horses to the water, but you cannot force even one to drink. Are you guys with me? So your duty is to take thousands of horses to the water. Inshallah, millions of horses to the water. Some will drink, some will not. All right, so what? And some horse is waiting somewhere. Are you guys with me? The second realization, I realized that when watching Dato Sri and Japa the past few days in London, that you will do certain things for money. We all will, I guess. But you will do anything for love. And I realized that. The way I live today, what I do today, as your upline, as chief, is because of my love for the founders, my love for you, my love for this industry, all right, my love for the mission of rhythm, all right, my love for my mom. And I realized that people will do many things for money, but people will do anything and everything for love. And while watching Japa and Dato Sri, the power of their relationship was not based on their partnership. It was not based on shares or profitability. It was based on love and respect and loyalty that they have for each other. And that is when I realized that this business is about people. And if you love your people and they love you, you will build a powerful organization. So remember that love can conquer mountains, that wars have been won on love, that people will do anything for their loved ones, sometimes not even for themselves. So I realized this being a people business, the fundamental rule is that there must be love. The ultimate glue, and I know many of you may disagree with me, but I don't care. I believe 100% in my heart that the fundamental glue that kept us together for 24 years, that kept us growing, that kept us surviving after so many battles and never giving up, is love. The most powerful emotion, the most powerful force on this planet is love. Love your people. Show them that you love them. Embrace them. All right? Care for them deeply from the bottom of your heart. And you will conquer this business. You will conquer anything, believe me. And I watched that love between Japa and Dato Sri, and I know why I'm here today after 24 years with absolute clarity. The third point I realize is that you push and you keep pushing your people regardless of the outcome. Your duty is to push. Their duty is to choose how they react to you pushing. You don't push, they will react. You push, they will react. You don't do anything, they will react. Then why not choose push? So I realize that I am who I am today because Dato Sri Vijay never stopped pushing me. He never allowed me into my comfort zone, whether it's Eid or Diwali or Christmas or Chinese New Year. He never allowed me that mindset that I can take a break. The word take a break, the words take a break never existed in my life. In 24 years, the only time I ever took a break was 5 days, 4 nights with somebody I truly, truly love. In 24 years, one time. And the reason why I don't believe in this philosophy that you need to take a break, that you need to switch off, that you need to chill out is because Dato Sri Vijay never stopped pushing me. The fact that he never stopped pushing me meant that he never stopped pushing himself. So in this business, there is no greater way to know the truth about the people in your organization, the truth about your brand new sign up, the truth about anyone. As long as you have trespass, you push. Because if you don't push, that person will switch off. It is proven mathematically, scientifically, emotionally, all right, from every level of psychology, that if you don't push people, their natural tendency is to switch off. I spoke about laziness on another Wednesday message. And I'm telling this, the problem is you guys are afraid to push. Because the only people who are afraid to push are those who are afraid to push themselves. The only reason why you cannot push people hard is because you are lazy and you take breaks and you are not switched on every 24 hours and you lose the credibility or the integrity to be able to tell people, get off your bum and go out there and do the presentation and hit your TAT and do whatever it takes. All right? And that's the danger. Those who are incapable of pushing themselves will lose the ability to push others. So I know that every time for 24 years when my founders, my grand uplines, the great ones, Japadas, Bismarck and Dato Sri Vijay, push me and push me and push me. No sleep, doesn't matter, push me. Get on a flight, fly to Switzerland, push, no excuses. I know that they are pushing themselves even harder to have that ability and credibility and integrity to push me. All right? And the fourth thing I realized on this London trip is that failure is a necessity on this journey to success. It is not some people fail, some people don't. Everyone fails. In different aspects of their journey, everyone fails on their journey to max out to financial freedom. So if you're not failing, then you are very far from max out. If you're not getting rejected, then you are very far from max out. If you haven't lost certain organizations in your group, you are very far from max out. If your downlines have not rebelled against you, you are very far from max out. If you haven't been confronted by your downlines, all right, for not being an effective enough upline, if you haven't been confronted by your uplines, if you have not confronted your uplines, if your checks haven't dropped multiple times and you cried alone and you struggled to get the check up again, if you haven't been through all these guys, I got bad news for you. You're very far from max out. Because failure is an absolute necessity in this journey to reach financial freedom. Because failure builds character. Failure builds strength. Failure makes you stronger, greater than you have ever been in your life. Because failure is a wake-up call that we are mortal, that there is something and someone greater than us, consistently above us, the master plan, like I said last week. But failure is a necessity on this journey to financial freedom. So embrace it. Don't linger. Don't overanalyze your failure. Just move on. Move on and push yourself and push others and wake up and smell the coffee, that this is about people, that there is no perfection, whether it's QNet, the V, your uplines, your organization, they're all people, they're all human, they're flawed. But as long as their intent is real, like Japa and Dato Sri has instilled in all of us, then you're on the right track. And I learned all this. I learned that this is a business about people. So a lot of people take great effort to master the business. That is moronism at the highest level. Don't master this business. Don't master the skill. Master the art of understanding people. Master the art of managing people. Master the art of pushing people. Master the art of understanding yourself, so that you will know how to understand others. So wake up, guys. This is not a business of products and BVs and markets. This is a business that is 100% dependent on people, on relationships, on trespass, and the ability for you to push others. So stop looking around, stop blaming the company, your country, the government, and this and that. Grow up. The only solution is yourself. The only solution is you mastering the most important thing on your journey. Understanding that this business is about people. And when you understand that, and you understand how to manage every element of people, every aspect of every relationship, then you will become a max out king and a max out queen. Love you guys.